I walked in and then there was this movie playing, and it was a zombie movie. I don't really know much about the plot except that there was a main character that her transformation and her, something so inherent about her character really made me think about a way that I can biohack my own life. And ironically, it was this interesting lesson came from a zombie movie. And it was kind of like a classic zombie thing where zombie invasion, but there was, and by the way, I have no idea what the title of this movie was, but the, zombies were invading and the humans were trying to, counter and, really just defend themselves from extinction. And then there happened to be one zombie girl that recognized that she was part zombie, part human, and and the part that really got me is that it was clear that they made this character they made the character to be more human than zombie, and so they were able to exercise a better level of self-control over their zombie nature, and that's why the humans were trusting this human zombie girl, and because they knew that, she could help them with overcoming this zombie thing, whatever. But it was so interesting to watch the zombie girl because while she was conscious, there was only but so far she could go before she just couldn't help be a zombie and try to eat a human. And what I thought was so interesting is that you could see the ravenous nature in her eyes when she was, doing her hardest to be a certain way and to try to be more human, but there was just some things that, you could see that would unlock and, it would unlock this ravenous nature. And I find that ravenous energy to be so interesting. I think it's so interesting to consider this idea that maybe there is some stimuli that I can expose myself to that will make me more ravenous about a desired manifestation in my life. And what's been happening for me personally is that I've been kind of on I love producing music, but I haven't produced anything in a few weeks, and this always happens. This is I've never always just continuously produced music. There's always these little patches of rest, and I think that's really healthy. And so but I'm always growing, I'm always doing my inner work, and I'm always deconditioning and becoming more and more of a free thinker, more and more of a conscious thinker. And so I'm like, okay, well, yeah, that's cool. I'm definitely gonna have these moments of rest when I'm not creating music. So wouldn't it be fun to consider what would make me ravenous in this moment about creating more music? And for me, that ended up being cutting out a few things in my budget and then just being open to new opportunities. I'm not giving all of the details of what the actual action plan is going to be because that's not the relevant part. What was so relevant is that when I considered all these things that I would do, I was like, yeah, that's a good plan of action. I really like that because I definitely would be very ravenous. Right? For me, what's going to be so ravenous is expanding my music and expanding the frequency at which it vibrates to now include just more cavernous vibrations and frequencies and sounds. And I just have this vision of just a very sweeping, ethereal kind of reality where all things are possible. And I feel that music is the air that is breathed in that world. And so I want my music to feel like that new air, to move like that new air, to expand and occupy like air. And what's going to get me really jazzed up is to, just learn how to do that, technically speaking, right? So that would make me so ravenous. Like you wouldn't be able to stop me from creating music. You wouldn't be able to stop me. I wouldn't be able to stop me from spending hours locked here in my bedroom studio creating, breathing in that good air, breathing in all of the music that I download from the quantum field. I would be ravenous. I would be like that zombie girl that just couldn't help with a set of human fingers on a plate. She was definitely going to eat that, right? So I thought that was so interesting, and I wanted to share it. Comment below what you think about that. Love you guys. Bye.